Hey, thank you so much for coming out tonight and being here. We really appreciate it. This is now the portion of the show where we bring out our very special guest, and tonight is no exception. You may have seen him performing all over town, or you may have seen him on the excellent sketch comedy show Tim and Eric. Please give a warm welcome to comedian Josh Cheney. What I want. Right? Everybody wanted to sing it, didn't you? You wanted to fucking sing it, didn't you?
He wasn't kidding. My name's Josh Cheney. I moved here from Chicago a few years ago. Moved here for Chicago. The last job I had in Chicago before I moved out here, I worked for a company that manufactured giant novelty scissors for various opening ceremonies. It's true. I was a sharpener. That was my title. I sharpened the scissors. That's what it said on my punch card. And a lot of people would ask me, what's the hardest part about that job, Josh? Not stealing the scissors. And if you've ever seen them, they're standard 4.5 foot stainless steel. You know, try walking out of a place unnoticed with those. No, that's not the hard part. Keeping your eyes on your work. Okay, that was probably the hardest part. If you've ever had a job where that's kind of important, multiply it by about 1 million. Okay. An example is a friend of mine, Todd. He was working on a pair for Ace Hardware in Paducah, Kentucky. It was going to be opening, and he's working away. And the way we would do it is we would all get lunch, and whoever's working on that pair for the day would keep working. You know, this pair's not going to sharpen itself. So he's working away, and we're just about out the door. Todd, we're going to Subway. What do you want? Anything's fine, guys. You know, he's keeping his eyes on his work. All right, we'll get you whatever. We're just about out the door. He goes, did you guys say Subway? He took his eyes away from what he's doing. I mean, like a millisecond. Slice right at the ball and socket. Just clean off. It fell to the ground. Made a, if it was in a comic book, I guess it'd be like a thwap. Sort of a wet sound, like a pickled herring hitting the ground. And then he, you ever shave your head and then you have ghost hair? He had ghost arm. He like reached for his arm. It's gone, Todd. Lose that dream. And then he got all philosophical on us. He yelled out, why do we even make these? So, you guys wouldn't know it to look at me, but I used to be the size and shape of a baby. That's 100% true. You can look that up. I looked at myself in the mirror one day and I said, get it together. You can't do this for the rest of your life. And here we go. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. I was listening to the radio the other day. I don't know what station it is, but where does hip hop live?
Warnhouse.
Power. Thank you. Okay, that's what I was listening to. And it was like a throwback. They were playing like 90s, and they played the Ice Cube song, You Can Do It. You know that song? It's a great song. If you don't know it, beautiful song. It's by the rapper Ice Cube, not the actor Ice Cube. He goes, I can do it, put your ass into it. And then the girl says, I can do it, put your back into it. It's a lovely call and response. I'm doing all the work back here. What about you? You know, if you're on a first date, maybe you know, I can do it, put your. Oh, go ahead, you got it. Yeah. It'll either speed up the date or end it right there. But there's a part in the song, and I don't like to be crude or anything, but this is verbatim. He says, I got dick for days, you got ass for weeks. Okay, he said that. And this came out, like I said, years ago, 90s. And I've thought about that song so much over the years. And it's really always kind of bothered me. And I've worked it pretty much every way you can. I've taken pen to paper. He's gonna run out of dick way before right? Right? I mean, I'm looking weeks out. I'm still seeing your ass, you know? Days. I think we've come to a wall when it comes to our relationship. I wrote him a letter. I haven't heard back from Mr. Q. The rapper, not the actor. I was deciding on which of two things I was going to do. How about the better one? I should probably do the better one, right? Yeah, absolutely. I'd like to do an impression for you guys, if I may. This is an impression of a Parisian, a man from Paris, France, asking a cashier at a grocery store where they keep the Cookie Crisp. You are he's look everywhere for a cookie, huh? And he's not find he's a mask. He's a mask of thief, huh? And he's thief of cookie, huh? And he's run around look for everywhere, and dog. He's also with dog with a mask of thief, and dog is not want take cookie. But what can he do? Huh? And police is go everywhere and say you are not take this cookie is not of you. You are not to take. And he's very angry. And finally the police is find him and put in jail. And dog is go cookie of that room. Huh? You don't have this? You don't have this? Oh, well done. There's a long line forming. Thank you. And finally, I found the best way to counter debate somebody, if you're in a debate with somebody, is start out by saying, "Ha, spoken like a true faggot." I mentioned I'm from Chicago. I used to go to this restaurant every single day, and one day I went to this restaurant, Mexican restaurant, it doesn't really matter. But I went to this restaurant, and instead of hand towels, they had replaced it with an electric hand dryer. And this thing hadn't been in the restaurant one day. It wasn't even particularly that bad of a area of town, but it hadn't been there one day, and somebody saw this thing, and they were just like, blank canvas, oh man. And they wrote words on it. I mean, a day. It just took them a day. And they wrote these words. I'm quoting verbatim here. Gangs are for pussies, and they spelled it with Z's. I do not understand that at all. Gangs are for pussies, and pussies get fucked. Exclamation point, exclamation point. That's 4 Z's. 4 Z's, unmistakable, like a line, like you do with sevens, like that's a Z, okay? I thought it was kind of funny. I'm going to the bathroom, oh, that's kind of funny, but it's also kind of, whatever. Somebody didn't like that, more than I didn't like that, and lo and behold, had their own Sharpie marker. What are the chances? What are the chances? And drew an arrow up to the first message, I'm not kidding, and wrote the words, who the fuck said that? Question mark, exclamation point. Yeah, seriously guys, who said that? Hey, lock the doors, nobody leaves until we get to the bottom of this. Who said that? I love that so much because it's an assuming question. Who the fuck said that assumes that man number one is going to come back, take a look at his handiwork while he's going to the bathroom. Oh yeah, gangs are. Yeah! Oh! Glad I brought this again. I did. What the fuck did I make of it? Next guy, why don't you tell me your fucking name? Next guy, I'm going to tell you my name. What kind of piece of shit do you think I am? How about we have this out like fucking month? Next guy, all right, let's have this out. Next week, Wednesday. Next guy, what's Wednesday? Is that the 20th? Next guy, it's the 20th. That's no good. I'm in meetings all day. Next guy, yeah, I knew you were a fucking pussy. Oh, no, pussy! It goes up and down the bathroom. It's like hieroglyphics 1,000 years from now. He's like, as you can see here, he gave him every opportunity to meet with him. But he never did, so clearly man number one is the pussy in this scenario. You guys have been a lot of fun. Thank you so much.